Now this is the 1955 Puch engine, the real one, the one I want to try to fix. And I'm trying to get this gasket off that's between the cases, and this is something that a bad mechanic did here. He used, Permatex or some sort of a hardening gasket compound when he put the gasket in there. And it helps you put it together because it sticks the gasket to the case half, but when you use something like that, it makes it real hard for the next guy to get this stuff off. A non-hardening type gasket cement would be a little better if you wanted something to stick it in there. So, like most things, the problem with most motorcycles is bad mechanics. That's motorcycle lasts forever if it wasn't for the people that monkey with them, and that's usually what gets them so screwed up. That and storing them in a damp place. If you got a motorcycle stored in a metal shed or something like that that isn't dry inside, that can take its toll on it too. But what I've done here is I couldn't really get this gasket off very well. I went around, scraped off what I could, but it still leaves traces of gasket on there. So I put some strippies, which is a paint, varnish, and shellac remover. Another thing would be zip strip, which is a paint remover. Those can really help you get gaskets off there. I tried other things. I tried putting acetone on there and alcohol, but neither one seemed to dissolve whatever this stuff is. But the strippies, I put it on there with, I put a little bit in here, and with a little tiny brush, I go around and paint it on there. Let it sit on there 20 minutes or so. It hasn't really been 20 minutes yet, and I probably should let this sit a little bit longer, but it will soften through the gasket paper and tend to get that cement, whatever it was they used, gasket sealant, softened up a little bit. I'm not sure. I think strippies maybe has a little acid or something in it too. I couldn't tell you how it works, but it does seem to dissolve most things. It'll dissolve plastic too. Any acetone would do that. And this is a plastic brush, so I'm expecting it to kind of disappear on me. But it does get in there and it softens this goop up. You may even see it boil up like you were stripping paint, but it makes it a lot easier to get the gasket off. But the main thing is, I just wish people wouldn't do that. It makes it hard for the next guy to get the gasket off. In this particular case, it could be you only put it on one side, because I noticed most of it is stuck on the left case half, and the other half doesn't have much stuck on it at all. Just some spots on there has some. So anyways, that's my project for today.